Lame Truth here, the Codfather himself, bringing you another video. I got some more Resident Evil gameplay. I do have Call of Duty gameplay from my gameplay guys, but I'm seeing a pretty good response for Resident Evil 4, and for good reason. This is probably going to get Game of the Year for the remake. I think I got Game of the Year for its original release. I could see it getting Game of the Year again. It is that good. If you guys like Resident Evil 4 gameplay, do me a favor, like this video, please, because I am content just to keep posting campaign. I'll post some Mercenaries when that drops, I think on the 7th as well. If you would like, it just supports me for the algorithm, so I appreciate it. But this game is phenomenal. If you are not playing this game, what the fuck are you doing? Even if you're not a Resident Evil fan, which admittedly I'm just a casual fan of the series. RE4 is my bread and butter. The rest are they're okay. I like them okay, but RE4, you owe it to yourself to play this game. And this remake, I gotta admit, it does a lot of things better than the OG even. It is quality, and I don't know, man. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Here's some old footage I recorded from my NVIDIA Shadow Play. This is PC, by the way. It's pretty much maxed out. I don't have the like processor intensive hair textures on or whatever, but other than that, it's pretty much maxed out at 1080p at least. And yeah, I don't know, man. I'm having a blast. If you guys are cool with me posting this for a while, I probably will. But anyway, I digress. We're not here to talk about Resident Evil or how great it is. We're here to talk about Activision and how absolutely motherfucking dog shit they are. So recently, there's been some news. I wanted to wait to make this video because I'm like, there's going to be more coming out. There's going to be more about Season 3 coming out. And boy, oh boy, do we have some interesting tidbits here. I'm glad I waited because I want to cover three main things in this particular commentary. So, the first thing, over the weekend, they had a double XP, double weapon XP, yada yada event. And, of course, they fuck it up. What are they doing at Infinity Ward? I don't know, man. I really don't know. I think all of Infinity Ward are just a bunch of Zoomers that spend all their day on TikTok looking at brain-dead fucking videos instead of doing their job. And if that pisses people off, I just saw one of the devs, he's like at Disneyland or whatever, which devs can take a vacation. I'm not knocking people for doing that, but this dude's like at Disneyland, and then he's like at WrestleMania, and I'm just like, your game's fucking dead, man. I'm glad you're enjoying Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns, which, spoilers, Cody should have won. But let's get back in the studio and make sure your fucking double XP is working for the people that maybe don't like wrestling and want to play the game. See, this is the thing. I never understood this. So many people in the Call of Duty community will do this thing where it's like, well, if it's not affecting me, it's not a thing. Like, bullshit. Guys, I don't play this game. I have not played Call of Duty Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2 since December. Early December, I do believe, is the last time I touched this awful fucking game. It doesn't matter. I'm still going to get up here and talk about the issues and speak on them because, yeah, they're not affecting me. I don't play this game. Realistically, I could just talk about Resident Evil 4 and how much I love it for 20 minutes over and over and over every single video. But there are people that still play this game. I want to play this game. I would love to play Call of Duty, you know, in my downtime between good game releases, but there's nothing to bring me back. So yeah, double weapon XP, as far as I know, was bugged again. Seeking Asylum even said, hasn't this been a problem every single time? I mean, at this point, is there anything they can do right? Well, they can do something like fix the sprint out times. You see, they came out with like some new sprint out tuning features, and I'm happy to see them doing this, but it's too little too late, man. First impressions are everything, and they botched their first impressions so bad. It doesn't matter if they reskinned the entire game and redid it at this point. It's got that World War II, COD World War II stink on it, where it took them 6 months to fix the game. By the time they do it, everyone's moved on because Call of Duty has a year to get things right. You know, if they don't get it right in the first month or two, nobody fucking cares. People are just going to wait till the next one. That's how it goes. So, like, these games have a year lifespan. If it takes you half your lifespan to get something right, then you might as well not even fucking bother. Tell me when I'm telling lies there. Seriously. They came out with some, like, tuning fixes and, like, gunsmith fixes and stuff like that. Improvements, I should say. And then with some tuning adjustments and some things you could do, like, you could essentially eliminate your sprint out time. So you could actually move around the map and do something kind of fast. And it was fun. People were having fun with it. Ace covered it. And I saw the comments, and it was, like, universally praised. Within 48 hours, it was patched. Keep in mind, there are still bugs in Modern Warfare 2 that have not been patched. It took them over a month to patch like I'm not even sure if it's gone completely, but it took them over a month to patch the chat bug where like people's chat icons would stay on screen. It took them over a month to do that, but within 48 hours, they have found a way to slow the game down to their liking. It is embarrassing. It is completely embarrassing. And, you know, they fixed that quickly, but they can't get double XP right still. Every single time. It seems to be bugged every single weekend. I see people complaining about it or reporting that it's bugged or something's wrong with it. It's fucking embarrassing is what it is. We got some Season 3 news aside from that, though, and it's not really a lot to write home about. Surprise, surprise. When does Season 3 drop? I don't even know. I don't care. I'm playing Resident Evil 4 for the next month. I seriously don't give a fuck. So I think it's like mid-April, April 12th, something like that. But they came out with this new promotional video, and they get Phase Dirty out to play test Season 3. And, you know, they got like some people with some guns off camera pointed at the man saying like, be positive, smile, like what we're showing you. And then also like Bobby Kodak's also off camera, just jacking off in the corner. And you know, they have him use the Intervention. It's the Intervention sniper rifle from Modern Warfare original, OG2. Now, here's the thing. You see this and you think like, wow, that's cool if you're like an OG MW2 player. And then you realize it's taken them this long to just give us some sort of MW2 OG nostalgia. What the fuck have they been doing for 6 months? And then you also realize they couldn't even fucking call the gun the Intervention. It's called like the FJX Rutabaga or something. What is it even fucking called? I don't know what it's called. What is it called? The FJX fucking eggplant. I don't know. I don't remember. But it's not the Intervention. What does FJX even stand for? Fucking joking cunts. I don't know, man. Like, why? Why not just call it the Intervention? I don't understand. That's not even is that a real gun? I don't know. Maybe they don't want to pay the rights if it is. If it's a real gun name. I don't know. I don't think it is. But whatever. Fucking Christ. They can't even get that right. They can't even get nostalgia right. What are they doing at this studio? And you might be thinking I'm like just nitpicking here. I'm shit picking even, you know? But it'd be like, okay, it'd be like if the Resident Evil 4 remake, they bring back this game, okay? And instead of Leon Kennedy as the main character, they call him like Leo Cabbage or something. Like, that's not, he looks the same, but his name is now Leo Cabbage. Call the fucking gun what it is! Like, if you haven't played the game since the game came out in December and you see they bring back the FJX Hugenblugen, you're not gonna know what the fuck that is. How do you even know what it is from the original MW2 OG? You know what I mean? Like, if you see the physical model, yeah, I guess you can kind of gather it from there. But if you're just hearing about it, you're not gonna know. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. I'm convinced. I'm convinced they're just trying to sabotage their own game, like Infinity Ward, the other devs even. They're just trying to sabotage everything. I'm convinced. And you know what? Activision, I'm convinced as well that they are so out of touch with what the community wants. It's just a bunch of old suits trying to like milk every fucking last penny out of this franchise at this point. They're milking it until this powdered milk is coming out. Man, it's not even fucking liquid anymore. Like, okay, what do I mean by that? Check this out. Jake Lucky on Twitter says, Activision has begun taking down Fortnite Creative 2.0 maps for copyright infringement, meaning Call of Duty inspired maps like FPS Rust, Zombies, and more will no longer be playable as creators are contacted to remove them. Have you ever heard of such a fucking scummy thing, by the way? I'm serious right now. Guys, these maps are not being released by Epic. Okay, these are not official maps that people or that the devs are, I guess, copying and putting into their game and making money off of. These are maps made by community members, made by fans. Okay? These are made by fans. For free. No one's making a fucking dime off of it. It might be getting people to play like Fortnite more, but how about this, Activision? Instead of taking down maps on other games, release those fucking maps to us! You have them! Why? Like, instead of copyright striking them, spend that time and give us the fucking maps, you pieces of shit. I don't get it. I'm over here yelling. I'm pissed. I don't even play this game. The people that do play this game should be fucking livid. The people that are still positive and are happy-go-lucky with this franchise right now, like, eat shit. You might as well just be part of the problem. You might as well just be Activision themselves. It's inexcusable. No one's happy. Like, real people playing this game aren't very happy. I actually had a comment from someone saying, like, he hates this game. He thinks it's awful, but he's still playing it because there's, like, a little bit of fun left in it. Like, he enjoys the Call of Duty style. And I get that. Like, I did that for a while with a few Call of Duty games that I just didn't like them. But I played them for a bit just because there is that, like, small thing. There's that Call of Duty, I guess, gameplay element that keeps you playing. But the thing is like, they've recycled it so much at this stage that if you're like an OG player, you're just not interested. You've seen it a million times. There's nothing new they have done in MW2 to keep anybody who's played older Call of Duties remotely interested or excited. So the least they could do is properly bank on nostalgia. They can't even do that right. If you're gonna re-release shit and recycle shit, do it right. Now, I will say this. They're bringing back Estate. I think there was like a little Estate teaser in that Phase Dirty video, I think. But they're gonna fuck it up. And also Estate, I'm sorry for those that like the OG Estate. Not a big fan of it. It was one of the worst maps I've ever played. I think it was to a point. There's worse maps now, of course. We got Piccadilly, Border Crossing, stuff like that. But back in the day, man, I wasn't an S&D player, so maybe I just missed how it played on that map. I'm sure it played fine on that map. I think people even said Piccadilly played fine on Search and Destroy, but I was like a team deathmatch domination guy. Estate fucking sucked. If you spawned bottom, you were at a disadvantage. If you spawned house, you were at an advantage. And the actual house itself, not a fan. Like, there was like 3 bathrooms, some blow-up dolls, weird sexual shit going on. The bathrooms, you could throw a flashbang in, but the toilet paper would block the like flashbang hit scan. So the camper would just kill you anyway. Not a fan. Couldn't see shit either. It's poopy brown map. Didn't like it. Knowing Infinity Ward, they'll make the visibility even worse somehow, or they just won't ever actually release it in multiplayer, and they'll stick it in Warzone 2 as a point of interest and call it a fucking day. That's beside the point. I'm running out of time, so let's get to the last little bit of info here. Rah staged, I think it was him and some other people, just staged like a blackout of playing Call of Duty today. I think it's actually today. I've been blacking out since 4 months ago. But he staged something, and it actually did hurt their numbers quite a bit, which I thought was pretty hilarious. On Twitch, as of the time he tweeted this at like 9 a.m. or whatever, Warzone 2 only had 16.9k viewers, which is really fucking pathetic, considering I don't think I saw Warzone 1 ever dip below 50 each time I checked it, like 50k viewers each time I checked it on Twitch, and that was throughout its whole life cycle. Warzone 2's only been out for 4 to 5 months here, so yeah. That's where we're at with Call of Duty, guys. I wish I had some good news, but I just don't. I'm sorry. There's no good Call of Duty news. I can't think of a single thing that's good. Maybe they'll surprise us. Maybe we'll be surprised with the new season. I sincerely doubt it. I would say don't get your hopes up. I've been telling you not to get your hopes up for years now. You keep getting your hopes up. You keep getting disappointed. When will you listen to Papa BT? Maybe now when I plug my social medias. Go follow me on Twitter. Go follow me on Instagram. I'll leave the links to both of those. I finally got verified on Instagram, so that's nice. And on Twitter, I don't know how verification's working on there, but go follow me on both of those. Keep up with me and what I'm doing in life in case Activision like deletes my channel or something. And yeah, Resident Evil 4 is great. You guys owe it to yourself to play this game. Phenomenal. I will give my full review after I beat it once, and I will catch you guys on the next one. I want to suplex Joe Secot like a ganado. Peace.
Some parting advice?